Hello and welcome to Another Life. My name is Nightmare of Solomon 1802. I want to say happy birthday to everybody who's celebrating their birthdays. Sorry about the last few days. I was not feeling well. I was sick. So I'm back and feeling better and doing life again. Hola, bienvenido a otro vivo. Mi nombre es Nightmare of Solomon 1802 o Pizzería de Solomon 1802. Quiero decir feliz cumpleaños a todos que estén celebrando sus cumpleaños hoy día. Estos últimos días estuve enfermo, así que por eso no con las justas podía hacer mucho en vivo. Sé que ya me siento mejor y ya puedo hacer vivo. Let's start the game. Comencemos el juego. Hey, Jonathan. How are you? Gotta be kidding me. That's good to hear. Hope you have a good day. I mean, the rest of your day. I was not good last week. I was sick. Really sick. My mom was the first one to get sick, and I got sick. So now I'm starting to get over. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Well, still have that terrible cough, but I'm taking medicine for it. But besides that, I'm alright. But now it's like my dad who's so now is the one who's getting sick. It's just it's like a virus going on right now. Yeah. Like I said again, first was my mom, then me. You know, it looks like my dad. The name of the game is Day of Defeat Source. It's for computer. There's this one, the Day of Defeat Source, and there's the classic Day of Defeat. Even though in the classic you could play either American, German, or British. Here, this has only American and German. It's set on World War II. Yeah. Some of the maps, some of the areas is from from the real battles, and some just they just made up. Yeah, like I said, it's on PC. There's the classic and this one, Source. Source is like kind of the second one for the classic. Yeah, so like I said, this the classic, and this Source, which is like the second version of it, upgraded. This one, this map, it's called DoD Flash. In the classic, there's a DoD Flash American one, and DoD Flash European Flash, which you play as the British. Thank you for the follow. Enola 35th. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, you could choose any class you want to be. Infantry, sergeant. I think that's sergeant. I'm not sure which is the sergeant, sniper, machine gunner, and a bazooka. Even though in the classic there's more options than this. Yeah, and you could even switch whichever side you want to be, the American or the Germans. And these are Americans. The same amount of personnel, same thing. In the classic, there's more um, pers- uh, characters that you could choose to play as. Here they has like cut it shorter. So if you want to play the classic, there's more options to choose. Either on the Germans and the Americans. On if you play in a map which is British, there's only a few weapons to choose. If, on, and in some areas you could ask for medic, and you get healed by medic. Yeah, in some parts you could call for medic, or like in the Germans they call it Sanitäter for medic. Once you throw the grenade, you could pick it up and throw it back out. Like I just did right there. I threw, grabbed it, counted for 5 seconds, and threw it back out. And that sometimes it works. You could even give ammo. When they ask for ammo, you just press H, and there goes the ammo box. The settings is the same as for classic. You just press H to drop ammo. And in the classic one, we didn't get smoke grenades, so the sergeants and some classes used to carry 2 grenades, and some carry only 1, or some don't even carry any grenades. It's like Call of Duty. You could pick up, you drop off your gun, you could pick up the enemy's gun. Unfortunately, those that use bazookas, you can't give them ammo. That's the problem. So once they run out of rockets from the bazooka, you have to throw away the bazooka. See, I just drop off my assault rifle to grab the enemy's gun. I don't like using much the character that uses the bazooka, because once you run out of bazooka, forget about asking for ammo, because you don't get any ammo. I mean, they will throw you the ammo, but will show up, your bazooka will still show empty. And that's on for both, for this one and for the classic one. The machine gun for the Germans, the only problem is it heats. So you could only do short burst fire, because if you do a rapid fire, the gun overheats. Then you have to wait for it to cool down. That's the only problem about the German MG in these games. And this one and the classic. or you just reload. That helps out to cool off the German's machine gun when you cool off. I mean, when you reload. Yeah, like I said, there's different maps. There's one that I also like that's called DOD Charlie, which is the beach that you play as the Americans landing on the lightning boats on the beach, and DOD Omaha, which is another beach. Also, if you don't throw quickly your grenade, you get killed when it blows up your grenade if you don't throw the grenade. But you can't pick up the smoke grenade after you throw it. And in some servers, friendly fire is on, so you have to be careful not to shoot your own teammate. And this one, friendly fire is off. So, also in some of the characters here, you don't get grenades, you get a knife. Well, a brass knuckle. Well, in this one. In the German side is a shovel. In Americans, you get the, I think this is the M19, 1911 pistol. The British gets the revolver. In the Germans, is the Luger. If I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. For secondary weapon. But once you run out of bullets from your handgun or assault rifle, I mean, or the revolver or the Luger, that's it. You don't get any more until you die. Because the ammo is more for the primary weapons, except for the bazooka. I really hate when they throw smoke grenades. and press and shift you could makes you run, but it shows you a bar at the running. Hold on, I will switch to the classic one. This is the classic Day of Defeat. These are maps. I like both of them. Here, I'm choosing just like I said, a random map. Here's the. This is where you either choose either allies or the Axis. And this map is Americans. This is the weapons you could choose. It's not one of the maps that I said that had the landing boats, but well, there's one right there. And this is I think this is a map based on Italy. It lets you know, like, after you run too much, your stamina goes down. And this is for the German side. The MG42 is good, but uses too much. It overheats. See, it overheats when it shows smoke, and on your right side, it will show the barrel overheated. But if you reload, now it cools off. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. This is the Flash. This is the classic one that was playing on the other one, the DoD source. And this is the one for the British. I mean, there's not that much weapons you get from the Brit when you're playing in British, like with the Americans or the Germans. But this is all you get to choose for. You could even shoot out windows. And even doors. In DoD source, you don't get that option of shooting doors. You could shoot the windows, but not shoot the doors like that. This one that you could break it. Bullets go through the doors, but not like you could tell when they to be broken is like on this shape. Like this one, you could. I don't think with this gun it does go through the door, but no, it doesn't. There's some guns that do. You're able to shoot, and it goes through the door. Yeah, no, this gun doesn't let. I don't press any buttons for the doors to open. You just go straight to the door and it opens. So it's up to you if you want to try Source or the Classic. This is the Classic, and the other one was the Source.
What if you could face every day with confidence? Ray put 65 years of insect science in your hands, so you can protect.
I like both. I've been playing both games from. I don't remember when this one came out. And Source came out like in 2004, 5, I think. I don't remember exactly when Source came out. But this one, Classic one, has been out for a while. It came out in '98, the classic, and the Source, the other one before, was on 2003. If you want to play with other players, you go to find servers, and you find servers with people still playing. This is the number of people that are on right now, and this is how many people could be on. This for bots, for robots. Humans versus robots, or bots. So it's like 8 humans versus 16 robots. But before Source came out, all the servers had a lot of players. There were a lot of good servers that I liked playing in the classic before, because there were a lot of players. But since Source came out, all of them have switched to Source. So very few people you find still playing the classic. So some servers you find people playing, but against bots or robots. So right here is like 2 people against 3. 1 against 17. 6 against 4. Sorry to be laughing, but this used to be a good server in the days before they added the bots. This used to be full. It used to be 32, and sometimes I had to wait until 1 to log out for me to go in. And you can see there's still some servers here. Fortunately, now they're empty. Some, yes, only have bots. Yes, only bots. And a few with players. Yeah, sad to see this used to be full of players, but now it's because of Source came out. Now people have been switching more to Source. Few people still claim since. Like me, who still also plays the original, the classic one sometimes. Some servers have passwords, so I guess like I do that like because I don't want to because I don't know the password, so I just press the settings there for servers that have players and there's no passwords. Because those servers that have passwords are people like they have their own server and they only let like friends or family members to play in, but not anyone who's not like a friends or theirs or family. So I wouldn't be able to go on unless if I know the password. In this server, only I could do is play as allies. I'm not allowed to play It's allies against the Germans who are bots in the server. And some servers, they'll be asking you which map you want to play next. So they put it up on a vote. So people vote for which... Sorry. So you could vote which map you want to play next. In some servers, people have the same name as the server because it's a group. Like Tech Lobster, Tech Skyton. They're like in this, well, they call it community. This group on this server called Tech Community. I was offered once to be a member of the to be in a community of tech, but I decided not to be because I started my own like server or my own community called Halcyon. I only have like 1 or 2 people on in the same name as Halcyon community. I really hate this map, but who am I to... And in some servers, you could type RTV, which is rock the boat, the vote, meaning you could to change the map. In some servers, not all of them. In some, it's allowed to do for RTV, and some are not. Back in '98, you were able to use the tank. Well, yes, only to shoot the main gun of the tank, and well, not only the main gun, also the machine gun on the tank. Back in 1998 to '99, before they made the upgrade, that they disabled that option of using the tanks. In other words, you couldn't drive the tank, only where the tank could be standing. There's a spot you could use the main gun or the machine gun on the tank to shoot. But then after that, they did that upgrade, so now you could go on the tank to set up the machine gun or your sniper, but not use it again, the main gun or the machine gun on the tank that has. And I miss that, because you used to be able to get on inside the tank, shoot the gun or the machine gun. Unfortunately, they never did that for the tank to move. See here in the classic, the sergeant or master sergeant, like they call it in the game, it could has 2 grenades. Not like in Source was a grenade and a smoke grenade. Of course, this is a modern tank. This is not from a World War II era tank. And you could still see the machine gun on the tank. You used to be able to get on inside, shoot this gun, or to shoot that. And you can see on your right side corner, shows you the map and the position where your teammates are. And where the the flags are that you have to capture. Same as on Source. You have a map, shows you the position of your teammates and where each flag is. And if you don't want to use a map, you just press the M. It takes away the map. Then you press again the M, it shows up in the center of your screen. Again the M, and it shows right there on the corner. You could press L when it's on the corner, it will zoom in. Press L again, it zooms out, makes it smaller the map. And again, you press again the L, it makes it go back to normal size. I got hurt, so I could do this. I type medic, and the medic is on its way here to heal me. Again, there's certain maps, there's certain servers, not all servers give you that option for medic. Excuse me. The letter Z is to crawl on your belly. Control is to bend down. The letter C for as in choose. you could choose any of the options right there. Letter V is another option to choose more words, and letter B is more options to choose more words. This is a lot of people that presses B for ammo, which is letter 7, number 7. And the letter F is for flashlight. You could use the flashlight, but except I don't have it on me, the flashlight, because I took it off, so I could use it for the mic when I'm playing on games with other people that have microphones. And plus, I barely even use the flashlight on these games. And some servers, like this one, will show you how much damage you did to the enemy. Yeah. Like I said, that's why I said I enjoy this game. And you could see I used the machine gun, but I had to use it on like short burst fire, because if I use it shooting too much, it overheats, and the enemy and the bots won't wait for you until you reload for it to cool down. The only problem is playing with people is that sometimes they get on your way. Yeah, that's the problem with some. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's good to have people to play with, but some just get on your way, and then like, what the heck? Come on, I wanted to go forward, and yet you blocking my way. In some servers, you do have to say sorry to some other players because you shot them by accident. On some servers, they will tell you if your team killed 5 times, you get kicked. Like, depending on the server. So in this one, if you kill 5 times one of your teammates, you get kicked out for an hour. Until an hour, you can't go back into the server. And some servers, not all of them, some will ban you, meaning you won't be allowed into the server ever again. In this server, you could ask the player for forgiveness, and that's if he or she wants to forgive you. That loosens up the team kill. But I know some people won't forgive other people for accidentally killing you. I seen some players that I played with, others that they just go killing everybody in the team.
No, Benson.
And that person got banned from this server. So now he or she, whoever it was banned from that time from ever entering to this server. Oh, and if you get the game, the classic one, when you open, you go to options, and you put your own name or whatever name you choose. Because when you start a new game, when you get the game, it starts with a named player only. Here you could choose whichever you want for spray paint and the colors. See, here I spray painted, which is the letter T to spray paint.
That day, Gary, on the left-hand side.
And certain corner wall of the walls, the bullets go through. You have to like aim the right spot of the wall on the corner to shoot. Not all the walls, like certain walls only. Like I don't know how many minutes you get for each map. It's depending on the servers. So now those 3 minutes left, meaning after those 3 minutes are up, we choose the next map. Or which, like I said, you could just RTV, which is rock the vote, which I'm doing right now on RTV. Which now is the vote happening right now for next map. And you choose whichever has the highest percentage number of votes. That'll be the next map. And sometimes if people don't vote, it automatically chooses the map, the server. Or sometimes if it's 50-50, like two different maps, then it's like it automatically chooses which one. Because it ends up being a tie, 50-50. So now the server chooses which one it would be. There we go. Now it's switching maps. In certain maps, I'm good at sniping. Certain maps, I'm good with the machine gun. Or it's the sergeant. And this one, I'm good a sniper and MG. In some servers, you are allowed to have like 2 snipers or 2 MGs, or yes, only 1 MG, 1 sniper. Some servers, yes, those let you have snipers or MG. It's like that with some flags. Needs 2 people to capture the flag. Like this one was to capture the tank. Well, needed 2 players. In some other flags, it's just 1 player. Some you need up to 3 players to capture 1 flag. That's depending on which map you're playing on. The MG, you could set it up on the windows, sandbags, or when you're crawling on the ground, you could set up the machine gun. But if you try to shoot the machine gun without sending it down, you'll be like, brrr, like what the heck? It will go straight up. Look like that. What happened? Those 2, that one shoot the other guy. So in this server, friendly fire, if you kill one of your teammates, you get killed. automatically. Now you lose a point. And here's the chance if you want to forgive him or not. And yes, you could jump. Spacebar is jumping.
Sorry, Ken.
Right now we couldn't capture the middle flag, the tank, because the Germans are also trying to capture the flag in the middle. So that's what stops the capture of the flag. You press tab. If you press when you press tab on your keyboard, it will show you the score. Means how many flags you capture, how many you killed, and how many times you got killed. And the ping shows like if you're having problems with the internet or something. If your ping is like way up high, it's like either you have a slow internet or something else is going on with your internet. After you press tab, you could see how many, what the other players, how many, what's their scores, how many they killed, how many times they died, and also their ping, which is the computer, internet speed or whatever it is of their internet. Because the higher the ping is, like the more lag or the slower you go. my ping was always high because when I had the different internet until I switched to Verizon. Like now my ping, my internet thing like is lower, not like before. It's not how much one was paying for the internet or whatever. No, it's like depending what internet service you have, it determines. So since with Fios, my ping has been around like that number, 16, 18, 21. It doesn't even go that high, like 100 and something. Not like when it was with Time Warner. With Time Warner, it was like really high. Sometimes I'll be lagging. I'm like, damn, what, like, the heck? Like, there was moments I was frozen and then I was somewhere else in the game. Like, what the heck? Sometimes also, some servers will crash. So, like, the moment you're playing and then all of a sudden it freezes and you get a on the corner right side hand saying warning because the server just crashed. So you either have to wait for a few minutes until the server goes back up again or to go to a different server. So as of right now, this server has been okay because sometimes it crashes in mid-game or like up to 3-4 different maps when you do choose to change, then it crashes. I never knew about this game until my so-called friends from the neighborhood showed me this game. But they didn't teach me how to play it. So I had to figure out myself how to play the game. I'm like, why you encourage me of getting the game if you're not going to show me the ropes how to play it? That's why I always like to teach like new people how to play the game. This one or the Source or any computer game. Because I don't want them to go through like what I went through with people such as my so-called friends. They told me to get the game and they don't even teach me how to play the game. And then I'm wondering how the hell I'm stuck in certain areas. Yeah, so I always liked helping out new players. Like, oh yeah, you do this, you do that. No, you go to settings, you change your name or whatever. I show them around how to get to areas. Because I don't want them to feel like how I felt the first time playing the game, like a chicken with a thousand head. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Or where to go? Or this and that. And my so-called friends wouldn't even help me, like, or to tell me this and that. But luckily, I don't hang out with them anymore. With those friends. More like they stop hanging out with me. I don't regret it. I don't regret that. I'm happy that they stopped. Look, all that craziness, all the trouble I got in with them in the past. Thanks. Now I'm out of ammo for the handgun. On the mouse, the second mouse button is for the sniping and to set up the machine gun. The machine gun tripod. And also for the bazooka to set up on your shoulder. The second mouse button. For sniping, setting up the machine gun, the BAR. In some maps, they give you this, what they call them, satchel, or the TNT. You just get close to the target and you just lay there until it starts showing up numbers, the countdown, meaning the TNT or the bomb was set up. And you run, like, if you stay on top of the countdown finishes, you get killed. If you press 1 on your keyboard, it's for your first weapon, which is the knife or the shovel, depending which side you're playing. Second button is for your secondary weapon. Third weapon, number 3 button is for your primary weapon, or third weapon, or whichever it is you want to call it. In this case for me, which is the sniper rifle. And number 5 is the grenades. Unless you have a mouse on the computer that has a wheel, which you could just switch and move it up and down for to choose the weapon. Hi, Dominic. Thanks for the likes, Dominic. See, now both maps end up being 50-50. Now the next one will be DoD Boulevard. Because that end up being chosen by the server. I know a lot of players chose the other map, and then sometimes you get a second chance to decide if you want to change your mind. You could switch for the other one. But right there, you saw they end up being a tie, so the server decides which one will be the next one. And there we go. Now we're switching maps. Don't like much this map, but I don't know why they chose this freaking map. in some servers or some maps, you could be able to pick up extra grenades. Yeah. Thanks. And on the corner left side of the monitor, it lets you know who joined in the server and who captured the flag in what area. It lets you know if it was an ally or the Germans. Well, here they call them Axis. So it'd be like Axis, whatever name, captured middle flag or center flag or left side flag. Okay, that part I think is using wall hack. How the hell did he knew I was right there? There's some people that like using cheats to cheat. to see like where the enemy's coming from. I don't even know if there's still those cheats still around or what, but I know in the beginning there were a lot of people that used to use those cheats. And that takes away the fun of the game. What's the point of cheating if that's taking away other people's fun? The point is to have fun, not to go cheating. Back in the day, I knew a lot of people that were cheating on these games, and I reported them. And I don't know, somehow other people could tell that that guy or that lady was cheating. I don't know how they knew, or I don't know. They end up getting kicked them out of the server. Because it's no fun at all to play against cheaters. And unfortunately, some of those that I reported were my so-called friends. I reported on them for being cheaters. And thank God they didn't find out it was me who ratted them out. But they tell them, like, dude, the point of the game is to have fun, not to go cheating. I was one time in one of my so-called friends' houses. I saw the cheats that they were using. Some cheat that lets you see through walls. Some cheats shows little dots so you could see where the enemy is. And some will let you shoot the enemy's head. Like, oh, here's the enemy. You see the little red dot for the enemy, and you, depending on what setting you put. So if you press the, like, let's say if you put the second setting for the mouse click to aim for the head only, to shoot. That's how they had it. I'm like, that's no fun. That's how one could tell that you're cheating in some of the games. Like if you're shooting too many times ahead, all of a sudden, too many headshots. Yeah, of course they get suspicious. That was before. I'm not sure if those if those hacks still are around. No, probably they still are around, but who knows? No, it's all my friends, my so-called friends, playing the right way. How to supposed to one play the game, not cheating. This is from a movie. Some maps are from movies. Like this one is from Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. This is Helm's Deep. I don't know if you've seen that movie. The two any of the Lord of the Rings movies. Well, this one is from Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers movie. Yeah, like I said, some maps are from movies. Like this one was from the movie Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. I knew where to shoot. There was a barrel here that causes an explosion because from the movie there was a hole right there on the wall that the enemy came through blowing it up. So in this game, in this map, they put the same barrel, but you just have to shoot it. Okay, that's it for today. I'll be back on tomorrow if God willing. See you, Jonathan. I'm logging off. So I see everybody tomorrow if God willing. Bye.